Everyone doing? Happy Saturday. At least I hope it's a happy Saturday. Let me turn this around. All right. Well, I thought I'd just do I've been doing random Saturday shows, just pop-ups. And so today I'm going to let go of some of my smaller stuff. Hi, Emily. So we're just going to I'm going to show it, put it on the little stage, and then we'll run it when it's full. And then you get a choice of whatever is on there for $3 starts. So all of this will be starting at $3. And if you want me, before I fill the shelf up, if you want me to run what's there, just let me know. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Seeing some new names I haven't seen before. I'm Stacy. I also go by Mermy. That's what my friends call me. It's a nickname for, I collect mermaids, everything mermaid. And so they made mermaid short and made it Mermy. So that's my nickname. But anyway, I'm just going to show each item, put them on the stage. If you like something that's on there for $3 start, just say run and I'll run what I have. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope your Saturday is going really well. Let me turn this around. Here's the stage, and I'm just going to start showing you and telling you a little bit about it, putting it up on the stage. Today, everything is going to run for a $3 start. In fact, I probably should get that going with a tag here, choice of one. Let me get that set up. Didn't do that ahead of time. $3. We'll do a little guesstimate at shipping. And while I'm speaking of shipping, I do refund. I do bundle and refund any overages. So don't worry about that. And yeah, any overages over $1 because Knickknacks won't let me do anything under $1. So I'm pretty accurate, and I do refunds. So occasionally. Here we go. So just getting this ready. All right. So I'm going to start putting items out. If you see something you like, you just tell me run and I'll run it. So this is a pink satin, shell-shaped trinket box. It doesn't have any damage to it. Here is the top of the lid. Here is the base. Nice glass shell-shaped trinket box. Good morning, DJ. I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see. Hi, Audrey. Welcome in, guys. This is a child's shoe planter, vase, whatever. You can even pick some older shoelaces or ribbon and put it in there. It's not marked, so I don't know who the maker was. Nice little blue and white ceramic shoe. Let's see if I can get those in there. I'm just randomly grabbing what I have behind me. This is cute. This is good for Halloween. He's just a three-eyed monster. Maybe a hobbyist. He's not signed or anything, but he is cute. He's got a little tail. Hi, Sprite. Three-eyed monster with ears. So again, these are going to be $3. Choice of one for $3. I'm going to just move that to stage so people coming in can see. We've got this cute little mouse. I believe, she's Joseph Originals Korea. So she's not Joseph California. She's got a little fruit basket here, or maybe a basket of Easter eggs. She does look very fancy, doesn't she? So little mouse figurine. I have this shamrock. I think these came in card sets. So this was the club, and it's a little individual ashtray, but they make great trinket trays. So this is the club. It's missing the spade and the heart and the diamond, but it's still beautiful green glass. It does not glow. Here's an old bottle. It says Domino Cosmetics on it. And on the back it says Domino Cosmetics. It has a number. It's dirty. I don't think this lid goes to this, but it's coming with it. It just makes it look complete, I guess. So we got an old bottle. Here's a little blue and white trinket dish with blue flowers in great condition. Put that on the bottom. Cute little glass bonsai tree. Hi, Dylan. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. It's just very small. If you need measurements of any of these, that looks to be about what, 3.5 inches or so. I have two of these. I have this one with the blue and white flowers and the green. These are glass. And then let me grab the other one. Give you a choice of either one if you're interested. And then we have this yellow one with the little bud at the top, yellow flowers and green. So those are going up there as well. This can't really pan my phone out much further. Let's see what else. What else? Here's a beautiful little blue glass flower. It stands unmarked. It looks like it also has a little loop here so you can hang it maybe in your window, but it also, let me show you, it stands on its own. Little blue flower. Let's see. I've got a cat, MCM looking cat trinket dish ring holder. Again, this is your choice for $3. If you see something you like, just holler out run and we'll get running. I've got this cute little trinket dish or ring holder. It's a swan. No damage on the flower petals. It is marked Japan. That's going to go up there. And what else do we have? Whoops. I've got these cute little dishes. They have starfish in them. One is like an emerald green. Then they have the lavender purple. Slightly iridized, I guess is what I should say. It'll come with both of these. Let me see. All right. I have a cloisonne egg. It is attached to its base. I actually have two of these. Put that up there. Looking. Oh, this is cute little angel. She's not marked, but I love her little pastel looking wings. It's just a slight pink to the wings. She's taken a little nap. She's kind of a bisque, but her wings are more have more of a glaze on them. They're just gorgeous. They're there. They're not chipped. Let's see if I can get her at the top. Turn her around so you can see her face. She's so sweet. All right. Get those up there. If you're seeing anything that you'd like, just tell me to run and I will run it. Otherwise, we'll just run randomly. Here is a Chinese, made in China, ring rest. Hi, Sunny. Welcome in. Once the tier or the steps are full, I'll do a scan and then we'll run and see if anyone wants choice for $3. Here is a little Satsuma Moriage, made in Japan, celestial mini vase. It's about 4 inches. And let's see, what's the last one more thing and then we'll run. Here's a beautiful little electric blue basket. Not marked. Don't know who the maker is. No chips, no damage. Just a pretty, you can put little candies in here or use them for a succulent or whatever your little imagination can come up with. So those are what we have for the first round. Let's go ahead and run this. You're going to get choice of any of these for $3. $3 start. So I'm just going to scan, give you a good look at what's up there. And then if we sell any of this, then we'll replace it with some other stuff that I have right here beside me. All right, so we're going to start this at $3 for 20 seconds, and it's running. We're just getting started this morning, so this is our first time running. All right, well, let's add some more stuff then. Let me go ahead and restart this. There we go. All right, what else do we have to add? This girl's a little bit dirty, but she reminds me a little bit of Frozen Charlotte. I didn't want to wash her. If you do, you probably want to be very careful with the colors on the flowers. She's probably very old. She is marked right here, made in Japan. But you can tell from the colors, you know, those are wearing off. They're not really baked in. But if you take a little brush to the other parts of her, she should clean up nice. She's just a white bisque. So we've got her going as well. I have some Wade's minis too that I have a little bag that I can put up here too. If anyone's interested in Wade's, I didn't have them pulled, but I can pull them if that sounds interesting to you. Here's a cobalt blue train car. These were meant, I think, for cigarettes or matches. They also fit a deck of cards easily in there. Beautiful vintage cobalt glass. No damage to that. Let's see, where can we put this? Let's make some room. Make some room up here. Here's a cute little brass fish. It's an ashtray, but it'd make a great trinket dish. It does have a little wear here in the base. It is not marked. He stands just fine. There he is on the table, looking pretty dapper there. Let's kind of lean him up so we can still see him that way. How about a wood inlay mirror? It's just a little handheld mirror with Mount Fuji there, probably made in Japan. Lay that out in front. Here's a funny one. It's a foot. I think it's probably a gum rest. It had this on the back of it, so I left it on. August 1979 in Stays Village, California. It's made in Japan, and it had Stays Village on here. It looks like they tried to get that off. It's got a tiny little pit on his toe, but I got a kick out of. But I think this is a great little like gum rest, and it's vintage. I'll put that there. Here's a piece of pottery from Canada, from Fable in Vancouver, Canada, British Columbia. It's a rose. It is in excellent condition. There is not one little nick or chip on here. It's in perfect condition. Put that over here. Hang in there, rose. Hang in there. If you're seeing anything you'd like, just tell me to run and I'll run. Let's go ahead and do another one since we haven't done it for a while. This is what's out on the table so far. Your choice of one, starting at $3. I do bundle and return any shipping overages over $1. All right. What else do I have in here? If you like cloisonne, I have some antique. They're not in perfect condition, but it's a set of 2 little cloisonne dishes. You can tell their age just by the color and the pitting in the enamel. This one's not too bad. It does have some wear on the back with the enamel that you don't see. This one's a little less finished on the front, maybe a little dent there, but you can tell these are very, very old cloisonne. You get the 2 dishes for $3 start. And what else? How about a cute little wooden carved trinket box with the flower on it for rings or just trinkets, made in Poland. That's always a plus. They have great workmanship. Closes up like that. There's the hinge, so we've got that going for us too. And looking around, oh, this one's cute. Like I said in my description, it's contemporary and vintage. This one I believe is signed. It is signed right there, DSN. It is a hanging dragonfly made of metal. So artist signed dragonfly. He just hangs like this. That's cute. For $3, good deal. And how about this guy? He's old. He's an old groom doll. He's missing a top hat, but otherwise he is all there. His hands are there, pants, his vest. He's even got his little corsage. He's got his tuxedo, looking all dapper for the wedding. He's even got a little tie, not marked, but he is a groom doll. He's old for $3 starting. Let's see, we have some bottles. I have a set of these 4 bottles. They're Taiwan. They're not Wheaton at all. I don't think so. Nope, they all say Taiwan. So you've got 2 bells. You've got a small green one and a larger green one. Then you have this one that does look a lot like a Wheaton bottle. It's Benjamin Franklin. Sorry, I didn't have that in the viewfinder there. And then this one says New York. So that set of 4 Wheaton or 4 Taiwan bottles, I should say, would go for $3. Whoops, stand up. Hi, Mary J. Welcome in. Let me go ahead and do a scan and just run it. No pressure. Hi, Adina. We're just putting things up, and then I'm just periodically running. You get your choice of one item for $3. Lots of vintage and a few little contemporary things in here. If you see something you're interested in, just say run, and I will run it. So we've just got a few little trinkets, some smalls, some money trees, some glass. Love that little dragonfly, some old antique cloisonne. So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction on that. Hi, Crimson Rosie. Welcome in. If you see something you like, it's running. You get your choice of one item for $3. Yes, of course. There's a blue one and then a yellow one. And I can run this again as many times as I'll go ahead and pull those up and show them to you as well. Beautiful. We've got this yellow one. So they're the glass leaves and the glass flowers. The other one seems like it might be missing 1 or 2 leaves, but this one doesn't look like it's missing anything. It's even got the little flower bulb there. That's the yellow one. The blue one still looks nice. You can just tell there's probably a leaf missing right here, but the rest of it looks pretty good. Maybe, yep, one missing right there, maybe a leaf. Okay, let me go ahead and run again, and I'll scan as I'm running. These are the things on the bottom. These are very old cloisonne. You get both of them. You get all of those little bottles. There's a funny little monster. Good for Halloween coming up. All right, beautiful. Which one would you like? You got it. Let me pull that one down for you. Awesome. And then I'm going to duplicate. There we go. Hi, Speechy. I'm going to write names on this because I just don't trust myself. So we're just putting things up on the shelf. If you see something that you like, let me know. I will periodically run it and see what you got. See if there's anything. All right. You're welcome, beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Kay Townsend. This is what we have out so far. These are 2 old antique cloisonne. They do have chipping and stuff. These are all 4 bottles for the $3. An old groom doll. I think the rest of it's kind of self-explanatory, but if you want to see something closer, do just like Beautiful did and ask to see it. There's two little glass dishes there with starfish in them. You get both of them. That's a glass flower. We've got a kitty cat ring holder, a boxcar card or cigarette box holder. Hi, Lenny. That's what's up there. That beautiful little angel. Still have some other stuff, but let me go ahead and run and see if anyone's interested in what's up there. I'm running out of space to put things, but I can keep trying. Oh, it's so dry here. Well, I can't say it's dry here. It's hot and humid in Phoenix, of all places. We're hoping that means rain, but who knows? So, all right, so this is from Boot Hill Graveyard, Tombstone, Arizona. It is a match holder or a toothpick holder. It is a blue ceramic engine. Let's see where we can put him. Let's put him over here by this money tree here. Okay. What else? Whoops. I started it. Well, you can let it run if you see something you're interested. I'm going to see what else I can pull. All right. I have this sweet little nesting doll, but she only has 3 out of 5 dolls. But here she is. She does have some glowy parts. I don't have my, oh, here it is. I can show you. And I do that just because I know there's some people that like to know if they're glowing at all. The orange is a little glowy on her. So here she is. This is her second doll. And then there is one doll in the middle. Okay. She may have only been a 3 doll. I don't know. Sometimes they are, but she, I feel like there might be room for one more doll in there, but this is what she is. And she's going to be a $3 start. What else do I have? Here's a neat little alpaca in blue ceramic, unmarked. He's got a nice weight to him. I love the colors. So a little blue alpaca. Here's something that you might be interested in. It is a blown glass, art glass. I don't know if it's a duck. I think it was supposed to be a duck. He has a broken beak. But really, it just looks like he might be like a turkey and have a little waddle or something on him. But he's a $3 start as well. He does stand on his own. There he is, standing up, nice and tall. So he is balanced. And what else? Here's something neat. If you like dolphins, this is probably Baron glass. It doesn't have signature or anything, but it does have this, hi plush, it does have this clear glass with the gold accents on the fins, the dolphin leaping up and out on a burl wood base. So that's going to go on the shelf. And let's run it and see as I scan, see if anyone has any interest in what's here. And if we don't get any bites, then we'll just move on. I'm going to run out of room here pretty soon. I'm going to have to test my arrangement skills. All right. I have these two mug heads. They're both creamers. One is, I think they're both, one's made in England. One's made in Japan. You get both of them for $3. This one has a little chip here, but otherwise in good condition. They just have been hanging out a long time. So those two for $3. We've got an alabaster owl paperweight. I love his eyes. They have put eyes in there. But he is carved alabaster. And you can tell that some of the rock has just come through and it's not as carved. But I think it just adds to the aesthetic. Let me see if I have any more kitties. I don't see any more cats. But I have a box over here. Let me see if there are any in there, okay? Oh yeah, I see a kitty. Nope, that's a bunny. Oh, kitties, where are you? We got an elephant. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a cat. It looks like I just have this Siamese kitty cleaning himself, not marked. And I have this leopard. So those are 2 cats I can put out. Oh no, it's not an inconvenience. No, this room is full of stuff. Usually at my fingertips. I don't usually have to dig too much as long as I remember where everything is. Let me go ahead and restart the auction on this since we added a few things. Let me move these out of the way because they're not added yet. Let me do a little scan. Okay, let me go ahead and start. And then you get to choose which item you want if you win the bid. Yeah, that little guy, I think he's silver plate, but he's cute. He's a ring rest, very MCM looking. All right, Ashley, I'm assuming the silver guy, right? Let me get him out of here for you and get your name on him. Thank you so much. I can run it again if you're interested in the other 2 cats that I put out. Or not. No pressure. And then let me duplicate this. There we go. Let me do another scan of what we have out so far. Just a mix, mostly vintage, but a mix of vintage and a few contemporary pieces. The green dish. Let me get those for you, beautiful. These are antique cloisonne plates. You can see the age. This one's in the better condition on the front, but they both have this kind of chipping of the enamel on the back, which, they're antique. They're very old. Here, the front on this one isn't as great of condition as this one. And again, has similar pitting in the enamel on the back. But you get both of those for a $3 start. They're still beautiful. I think you can still polish those up and bring out some of the color in the enamel. Yeah, I'll go ahead and run. No pressure. If you are so inclined or are interested, you can bid. We've got that nesting doll. She's only got 2 dolls inside her. I think typically they have 5, so that's why she's in there. There you go. All right. What else do we have? I have this little set. It's a creamer and sugar. It's Mexican glass, amber, very sweet. Creamer, no chips, no problems, and sugar bowl. They go nicely together. $3. Start on them as well. Let me see what else I have. Oops, I left my light on. Here's a pretty little bird. I guess it's a vase. It has the little hole in the top, and then it's stopped up so the water doesn't come all the way through the bottom. And this one, I think, is Occupied Japan. No, it just says made in China, not Japan. Hi, Savvy. Welcome in. That's a $3 start. Let me put that over here. See if I can. Here's a really neat lucite piece, guys. It's the steel for $3. Look at this. It's carved lucite, and it has this fish scene on there. Look at the bubbles. So from this side, it's etched on the front, so it looks 3-dimensional. has this lucite base that's a little scratched up, but you can see the carving of the fish on the back here. So amazing. Cute little lucite seam. Let's put that back there. And I have some vases here. Here's a set of 3 little vases. This one says Minton. I think it might be missing a lid. Hi, Vera. Welcome in. Here's a 3-footed Japan vase, and then this little amphora vase from Japan. So you get all 3 for $3. Let's put those over here. I'm going to have to do a little scan here and run again and see what we have. Move some of this out of the way. All right, let's run it and let me scan for you. Hi, Vera. That's so nice you say hello to everybody. So it's running. If you see anything that you like, you're interested in, all 3 of those vases, $3 start. All of those bottles, $3 start. Hi, Aunt Marin, welcome in. Both of those Toby head creamers, $3 start. The nesting doll only has 2 dolls inside of her. I think this should have 4, but she's still pretty. Old bottle, some figurines, some glass, beautiful little trinket dish, a leaping dolphin figurine out of burlwood knot. And let me go ahead and run this again, see if we get anybody. Otherwise, I'll keep adding. I'm running out of room. The dragonfly is signed, artist signed. I love dragonflies. And says, oh, I didn't start the auction. Well, what do you know? There you go. Aunt Marin is winning. Thank you for your bid. You must see something that you like. A lot of vintage, mostly vintage, just a few contemporary pieces. Sure, Kiko. All right, let's get Aunt Marin in and see what she's interested, just in case. What would you like, Aunt Marin? The blue basket. You got it. Let me pull that down. Get your name on it. And make sure, I know it's by number, but I just like to, have those redundancies in there so I don't make any mistakes. All right, and Kiko wanted to see what this was. So Kiko, this is beautiful. It's carved. It's 3-dimensional. So there's a little carving on the front, and then you can see there's the fish body carved in. The base is a little milky. I don't think it's Japan. The little swan, I'm assuming. Or are you talking? We'll look at it again there. Let me go ahead and duplicate this listing and run it again in case Aunt Marin was interested in the lucite fish. And then I'll do a scan and you tell me what you're seeing, Vera. Oh, it is a swan. No, it says Japan on the bottom of it. But I'll show it to you if you'd like. It is very sweet, though. Little ring. Aunt Marin is winning. And Aunt Marin, I'm assuming you want the little lucite piece. Maybe not. You want another scan just in case? Oh, the dragonfly. There you go. Look at this. And it's signed right there. DS or B. I'm not sure if that's a B or a D. DSN or BSN. And it has this little Raffy that you can hang him up. It's just adorable. He's got this little loop right there. Isn't he sweet? I love him. Let me get your name on that. And then I will run again. Let me add something. I've got a few holes, so let's add a few pieces. What else do I have? I have this gorgeous, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this gorgeous cobalt. It's kind of like a nappy vase, but it's not marked. It is hand blown. It has a pontil, ground pontil here. Beautiful. So I'm going to add that. The wood box, yes, it's made in Poland. It's got this little carved flower on it, some carving around the end. It's marked made in Poland. So it's just a small little box. It is 2 inches square. Let me go ahead and run again just in case you are interested in that. Little trinket box. What else do I have that I can add in? I have lots of stuff. Let me go ahead and do another scan here real quick. That's a little pink satin trinket box. It's glass. Whoops. This little guy, I tell you, he's indestructible. He has lost one part of his beak, but he's still there. He's still in it. All right, let's see what else we can add. How about this little pink pressed glass basket? It's kind of like a champagne pink. It almost looks like a chip, but it's not. It might be a bubble or just an anomaly in the glass right there. So we've got that. What else? I've got these plates. They're fused glass. These are going to be $3 start each. So this one has, I guess this might be cherries. They're not signed, but beautiful fused glass. So I've got this cherry one is a $3 start. Then I've got this beautiful red flower. Yes, of course, I can do that, Vera. Let me show you this last one is a hibiscus flower. So I'm adding these in. These are $3 each. Let me grab the cloisonne egg. It is glued to the base, Vera, but it is definitely cloisonne. I've had some cloisonne vases in the same pattern. I did not glue it to the base. I actually have 2 of these. So that's the egg. Anything else you'd like to see? Let me do another scan. Those are the 3 dishes that I just showed you there. $3 each start. The perfume bottle is not in. Sorry, guys. This little glass guy, he's missing the top of his beak right there. We've got some vases, little kitty cat, some Toby head creamers. You get both of those. A little gum holder. Japanese. That's a mirror on the other side of that. Antique cloisonne plates. It's all 4 of those bottles for $3 start. All 3 of those little vases. If you need to see anything closer, let me know. I'm glad to show it to you. It's a little train toothpick holder or match holder, a money tree. It's missing 1 or 2 leaves on there. Those little dishes up there, there are 2 of them. They have little starfish in them. One's emerald. The other one's kind of a lavender color. That's a glass flower. It's really pretty. It stands or hangs. A leaping dolphin out of a burlwood knot there. There you go. Let me go ahead and restart this. And if you're interested, pipe in. Otherwise, I will add some more. I'm running out of room and I'm running out of things to run. So we'll do what we can, though. I do have a box next to me that I can possibly pull from. Thank you for your bids. Hi, Kiko. Which one would you like? The lucite fish, you got it. We'll run it again. Oh, and I just broke the little flower, so if that's what you were going to bid on, I should have had him on a lower shelf. So sorry, little flower, you were gorgeous. Let me get this to Kiko. I very rarely do that, guys, but you know, when you're dealing with glass, that's always an inevitability, right? So let me duplicate in case it wasn't the glass flower that people were interested in, and it's running again. It just hurts my stomach when I do that. Does it? It's just, oh, poor flower. It was so beautiful too. All right, Aunt Maren, what can I get for you? The peach basket. You got it, sweetie. Right there. Like I said, it had that one little area. It looks like a chip, but I don't feel anything. It might just be a little anomaly in the glass. Beautiful little pressed. I had one in blue too that sold before. I had a little basket show. I have more baskets, but I don't know that they fit into the $3 start. There you go. Got your name on that. Go with your other cute little basket. And since I had some other people bidding, I'm going to go ahead and run it one more time. Let me show what I have, and then I'll add some more things. You're welcome. Thank you, Aunt Maren. Just in case there were some other things that people were interested in. Yes, under the wood box. You got it, Vera. I'm going to move that wood box up there. And then this is one of those, it came in a set of 4. This is the clubs, and then it's missing the spade, the heart, and the diamond. They were meant to be little ashtrays. They've got the little divot, but these make great trinket trays. It's just a little shamrock. It is glass, no damage on it. Really pretty. I love that green. It almost looks like it would be glowy, but it doesn't. Let's go ahead and restart. Here we go. While that's running, I'm going to add this cute little mermaid. It does have a chip. It is made by J. Diller. It is a coaster, but she's missing her sisters. So that's going to be added. And Vera, which would you like? You like that green dish? What to choose, right? Top blue vase there. Perfect. And I do have another one in case someone else is interested. I had a pair, so this one's going to Vera. And then Vera, and if you wanted 2, then you could do it again. Let me grab it. It's in the box behind me in a safe place since I'm in a breaky mood today. All right, here's the other one. It's identical. Same ponton mark. So that's going to go up here. Stay. Oh, almost did it again, you guys. Let's go ahead and duplicate and run again. There we go. Thank you for your bids, everyone. I hope everyone walks away with something that they like. All right, Vera, what else would you like? Do you need a match for your blue vase? or something else. Yep, okay. No worries. It's always nice to have two, a pair, right? Got your name on that one. And let's go ahead and duplicate. And it's running again because I know we had some interest. There might have been something else that people wanted. Hi, Peace. Valerie, I didn't see you come in. Welcome. All right, Peace Valerie, what would you like? Your choice. And if you want to see anything closer, just let me know. I'm glad to pull it up and show you closer. The bird looking glass piece, this one here, or the actual glass, this guy here. He's so cool. I just want to point out, Peace, that he is missing the top part of his beak, but he still looks fine. He's all together otherwise. Is that okay? He's got his tail, his wings are all there, his little feet. He does stand all by himself, so he doesn't really need anybody. That wild thing. He is cute, isn't he? I just thought he was a turkey, or something because he had a little waddle on the top of his nose. Then I'm like, oh man, I think that's supposed to be another beak, but I still think he's cute. He's kind of, as Jocelyn says, he's kind of derpy, but cute. And your name is Peace, Valerie. Okay, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to put him in a safe place. I already knocked him over once. Can't knock him over again. Let's add a few things so you guys can kind of get. Here's a cute little bottle perfume. And I believe, what does that say? Elizabeth Taylor's Passion. Now it has a little bit left in it, but it's a beautiful glass amethyst. Everything is there. So we're going to add that beautiful little perfume. I also have this neat, this is a polished clam or abalone shell. It's glued together though, but it's beautiful and it's very highly polished. So we're going to add that one in here. What else can I put at the top there? Here's one of these glass. This one looks like a sunflower almost. These glass, they usually are nesting, but this is the only one I have. It does not glow, I checked. So I'll put this glass nesting dish up here. I also call them like water drop dishes. Good trinket dish, whatever you'd like, there. Let me go ahead and duplicate the listing here. Do I have room for one more? Yeah, I have. Here is a Heather gold wine. This is more contemporary. It is supposed to be an egg. What do we call it? What can I think? You guys know what I'm talking. It is Blue Sky 2002. But I think it's very decorative too. It could be a trinket dish. So we're going to put that one in down here. And we have somebody interested and it's running. Kiko let me know by pre-bidding that she saw something she wanted to bid on. So we'll do that. All right, Vera, what can I get for you, sweetie? The chicken, you got it. He's so cute. Look at his little face. Let me get your name on it. You could put a succulent in there. Put little candies in there. Whatever you'd like. All right, let me duplicate this. I had some other people bid, so let me start the auction again in case they were interested in something different. And they're just coming in. It's all 4 of those bottles, $3 start, all 3 of those vases, both Toby head creamers. Hi, Tracy. You snuck in on me today, too. How are you? What would you like? The Russian doll. Okay, Tracy, were you in here when I explained I think she's missing a doll or 2, but she's got 3. Okay, so she does have 3 dolls. She's still functional. She's still beautiful. She does have some glowy paint on her. Is that okay? All right, good. I just don't want you to receive her and say, what? I thought this had more dolls in it. I think they typically have 5. Maybe this one only has 3. I don't know. Tracy. Let me duplicate this and run it again because I know I still have some people out there that are seeing something they're interested in. Yes, of course, Peace. I'll get that for you. As soon as we run this, we'll show the leaping dolphin. That leaping dolphin is probably Baron Glass, which is a nice maker. Hi, Kiko. What did you want, sweetie? The starfish. There you go. These right here, right? So this one's lavender, has little starfish in it. This one is emerald. There you go. Got those. I just love glass. I can't stop myself. You know, I see glass, I buy it. In fact, I'm going to stick this up before I show that dolphin. It is a iridized green glass shell paperweight. Okay, we're going to put that up there where those starfish were. And then Peace wanted to see this beautiful little leaping dolphin. He's all there. He's got the gold little fins. All of his fins are gold. He's leaping out of this burlwood knot. Isn't he sweet? Let me go ahead and duplicate and run. All right, it's running. Let's see who has their eye on something next. Hi, Liz. Welcome in. We've got lots of good stuff for $3 starts. Peace, are you going to go for that? Valerie, are you going to go for that dolphin? Yes, of course. He just needs a little dusting on the burlwood and maybe a little polishing on him, but he is adorable and he is all there. Let's get your name on that one. Let's duplicate because I might have some other people out there interested. So it's running again. All right, got Valerie's name on that. I love when you guys are so supportive. That is so sweet. All right, Tracy, what are you interested in? It's what I love about knickknacks. We have such wonderful buyers and sellers. The little perfume bottle, you got it. Elizabeth Taylor, Passion. It's got a little tiny bit in there still. Stopper's on nice. The stopper does come off just fine. It's rubber. That smells good. All right. And that is going to Tracy. Get your name on it. Let's see what else I can add to the mix here. Do I have any spots? Maybe a few. Here's a good deal, guys. These are those brutalist kind of looking. They're little champagne glasses, or they could also be little dessert. There's a set of 2 here. They are totally vintage. Hi, Junkyard Dog. Welcome in. You're going to get both of them, $3 start. Okay, so we'll put that in the mix. And then I'll do a scan after I add a few more. And then here's a little trinket box. Is it Vera? It smells good. Now my whole office smells like that because I took the stopper off. This is the Red Hat Society little trinket box, all enameled, has the magnetic closure. So we're going to put that up there. And here's a hummingbird, bisque, unmarked, in flight. The nose there, the beak is all there, the flowers all there, beautiful. That almost looked like writing to me, but it's not. I've been trying to find the maker on this. But the beautiful hummingbird wings are all there. And the tail. So we're going to add that. And now I'm going to run it and see if we have any interest. If I can get this hummingbird in place. There we go. All right. Let's duplicate. And here we go again. Those are $3 each. Those are fused glass. The bottles are all one lot. The vases are all one lot. All right, Valerie, what can I get for you? Ooh, that perfume is very condensed. Maybe I got it on my hands. That's what I'm smelling. Fused glass with the cherries. You got it. And this is going to Valerie. Let me duplicate and I'll run it again in case there's some other people. Interested in what we've got here. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, Tracy, what can I get for you? I think so. Especially when it's on your hands and your hands are like right in front of your face. Woo! It smells good. It's just really strong. My husband closed my office door too, so it's like. Oh my gosh, Valerie. Tracy, you won. Oh, hummingbird. Okay. I wasn't sure if you knew it ended, but look at him. Isn't he sweet? It's that bisque feel, so that's not that glazed ceramic, but it's nicely done. So beautiful. Let me get your name on that. I just love when their wings are all there, you know, and their beak especially, because they have such a long beak. It seems like the hummingbird beak is always a problem. All right, he's sitting over here. Let's duplicate that and see if anybody's interested in something else. And then if not, I will add some extra stuff. Is anybody interested in any Wade's minis for $3 starts? I have a little bag I could show you and put some out. The blue and white trinket dish in the heart. There you go, Tracy. You were quick on that one. You knew exactly what you were looking for. And it has no damage. It's just beautiful. It's not marked, but blue and white, you can never lose with that. I'm going to tape the lid on it too, because I'm always afraid that it'll slide off. So there we go. That way when I pick it up, I won't lose the lid. The wooden thing, oh, this here, Tracy, that's a mirror. Look at it, it's all inlaid wood. And then it's a mirror. So just maybe for your purse. But it's all beautiful inlaid. It's probably Japanese. So that's a mirror. And let me go ahead and duplicate. And it's running again. Let's see what else we can put out there. And if I run out of things, then I will pull my box down. Maybe do some Wade's Minis. All right, Vera, what can I get for you? Top shelf, green vase. This little thing here, this little splash. Yeah, it is kind of green, huh? It's a yellow green. Beautiful. And then you get your name on that. Let's duplicate and run one more time. See if anyone's interested. I can have a few holes I can probably fill. All right. All right, Tracy. What can I get? The 2 blue dishes. Blue dishes, blue dishes. Oh, these, yes. They're so beautiful. Even if you didn't use them, you know, you could put plants in there. I love the electric blue color. They're so amazing. Get your name on those. And it's going to Tracy. Let me add a few things, guys, and then I'll run it again because we have some holes happening. We'll fill those holes with some stuff. How about an owl spoon rest? Now, it is specific to Kansas. It has this wonderful little kitchen prayer on it. It is not marked. You can hang it on your wall or you can actually use it. I love his big round eyes. There's a little bit of paint loss. Those are not chips. It's just paint's missing. I do not. Well, yes, I do, Tracy. I bought it at somebody's Wade show because they pulled it out just for me. But it's, I do collect mermaids, so I do have one, but she's not for sale. All right, how about these 2 little cowboy boot shot glasses? You get both for the $3 bid in amber glass. Those are cool. Here's a beautiful tulip vase with 2-handled tulip vase. It has the tulips on the front, made in Japan. It's gorgeous, about 4 inches tall. Here's a koi fish rock paperweight. I think it's just rock, enameled rock. It does have some chipping right there. But I think if you took some red paint or something, you could fill that in. But it's beautiful gold. And then the 2 little koi fish in there. That's a $3 start. And what else? Does anybody like limoncello like I do? I'm going to put these 2 set. It says Sorrento on them. Just 2 little mini limoncello painted, probably in Italy. They've got lemons on them. Those are, yeah, I know, right? Yum. I've made it before. I made creamy limoncello. I like the creamy kind better than the just, you know, liqueur, but I make the creamy kind. All right, got one more thing I can put out and put at the top up there. This is a Japanese teacup, but I love it because look at the peacocks on there. But it's just a lidded teacup. It's marked in some language that I cannot read, but it's nicely done. I just think the peacock on it is gorgeous. So we'll put that way at the top. There it goes. All right, let's run again. Let me duplicate that. And it's running. We've got Mr. Owl, some limoncello. We still have 2 fused glass dishes. I have that. Did you see that mermaid coaster right there, Tracy? I do have that. All right, Vera, what can I get for you? The mirror, you got it. Thank you so much and congrats. Just about. I'm getting use of my right arm back pretty good. It's still a little weak and a little wonky, but I'm able to reach and pick things up, which I'm excited about. All right, it's duplicated and here it goes. We're running again. I get a drink of water. Oh, can't drink enough today. Hey, Tracy, what can I get for you? The limoncello. There you go. Just very sweet. And Sorrento. I don't know what Sorrento, if it's a region in Italy or if it has a specific meaning, but they do look very Italian. Thank you, thank you. And that's going to Tracy. All righty. Put that aside. Let's duplicate. And if we get somebody, if nobody's interested, we'll add some more stuff. I just have a few more things left. We've got a big empty spot right there. All right, Valerie, what can I get you? Yes, Vera, I will do that for you. The blue glass dish. Okay, this one here. Oh, fused glass. This one. This is a hibiscus flower. And it is fused glass. It is not signed. I've looked over and over it again, but they're nicely done. Is that what you'd like? And then here's the red one. It's maybe a poppy. And then the hibiscus. The blue. You like the hibiscus. You got it, Valerie. And then let me pull that cloisonne. The two cloisonne. I'm not spelling your name right. Valerie. There we go. These are very old, Vera. They do have damage. They can probably, I didn't wash them. They probably can be polished up a little bit. So one of the plates is in really good condition on the front, but they both have this pitting in the enamel on the back. Just they're very, very old. I couldn't even find a match to them, and usually I can. I didn't put them before the Japanese group, but this one is a little bit less colorful, maybe a little pitting there. On the back, it has the pitting in the blue, but very, very beautiful. Let me duplicate, and it's running again. And then let's see what we can add in that big hole in the center, though. Thanks for your bid. I'll drink some more water while we're letting that run out. All right, Tracy, what can I get for you? Cowboy boots, you got it. They're little shot glasses, but you can also put, flowers or whatever. And that's going to Tracy. I'm going to add a few things real quick and then run again. Whoops. I'm going to lay those down so I don't knock them over. In that big spot in the middle, I'm going to put this clear glass Jack in the Pulpit vase. I actually have two of these, so we'll start with this one. When it goes, I'll add the other one. What else do I have? I have a spot right there. What with it? I just have a simple frosted glass, empty perfume bottle. It can be refilled with your favorite perfume. It works. Not a whole lot of, wear on the thin lid. Kind of a sun ray going up there, so that one's going to go in. How about, we're coming up on fall, how about, I have several of these, so we'll put this one up there. It's a pumpkin. For the longest time, it could be an apple. I mean, I think that looks like an apple, but then I saw the lines in it. Maybe it's some type of melon, but in amber glass. We'll put that one right here. Let's run it and see what we get. It's a running. All right, Valerie, what else can I get for you? The Jack in the Pulpit vase, you got it. And I'm going to pull that one aside. I'm going to put the other one up in case there's somebody interested. Let me grab it. Have it hiding behind me here. So I'm replacing it with this one. Same thing, same exact thing. Let me get Valerie's name on this one. All right. And let's duplicate. And it's running again. I know, right? Jack in the Pulpit. They're just so interesting, aren't they? I have a milk glass theme show next Thursday. It's all preloaded, guys. There is a Jack in the Pulpit vase in there. Most of it's Fenton hobnail milk glass. But Tracy, what can I get you? If you're interested in that kind of thing, you can go take a look at my milk glass show. That's going to be on Thursday. I still have my Monday weekly find show. I just haven't started, loading that yet. Yeah, of course, Tracy. There we go. The glass pumpkin. All right, I'm going to put your name on this one, and then I'm going to I have more of these. So that's Tracy. I have a purple one I'm going to put out right now. Same style. It's just more of a amethyst color. So I'm going to put this one out now. So this one's purple. Same exact style. Duplicate, and it's running. Hi, Vera. What can I get for you? The cloisonne egg. I'm going to put this one down, and then I have a second one. So let me get Vera's name on this one. Exactly the same thing, glued in the base. That there. And then replace it with this other one. Same exact same thing. Okay. Duplicate. You guys are so sweet to each other. I love it. I don't have anything planned today either. I'm just here with you guys hanging out on knickknacks, which is not a bad thing, especially when you have people hanging out with you. Purple glass pumpkin. There you go. Got a little set. Got a theme going. You're going to have a nice little glass set for the fall. That one's Tracy. I'm going to put another, I think I have some more. Yeah, I do. All right, same thing. This one's a little lighter amber. It looks more yellow. So this one's going out now. And he's a little flatter on the bottom, but same exact style. You can still see the lines. So that one's now going in. And it's running. See how we do there. I have quite a few of these amber ones. I have 2 more, I think. Let me grab them just in case. Just in case. Oh, please come out there. All right. All right, Tracy, what can I get you? The yellow one. You got it. And then I'm going to put the last 2. This one's a smaller little one than the others, so you can kind of see the size difference. He's a little smaller. So that one's going out. And then this one's short and flat, almost flat, and it has a little bubble right there. So there is a little bit of a bubble in him. So he's going out too. So we have the smaller and the bigger one in case you're interested. Let me get Tracy's name on this one before I forget. All right. It's duplicated and it's running. Oh, I'm talking to you with ice in my mouth. All right, Valerie, what can I get for you? Sorry about that. The last fuse glass. I think that might be a poppy. Doesn't kind of, or some type of red flower. All right, Valerie. Yeah, those fused glass pieces were really nice. All right, I'm going to put a few more things out. I'm going to double up on this. This is a cute little boot made in occupied Japan. And I'm going to pair it up with, what a pairing here. Made in Argentina, Verbano, this beautiful rose little bud vase. So these are going to be a $3 lot here. I am too, Valerie, if you can only see. And this business that I have, I hang on to it for way too long. My living is overflowing. I told my husband, I have got to do something with this glass. I need to have a nice, big, beautiful glass show, right? Here's a cute little empty Avon perfume bottle. And it works. It's just your basic perfume bottle. So I've got that one. And what else do this one is a money tree. It is made out of, looks like little quartz crystals and copper wire. And you can adjust this and fix it any old way that you'd like. That's a $3 start. Nice little rose quartz money tree on copper. And I have this beautiful myrtle wood, the wooden nickel Port Orford, Oregon seal. And his nose is supposed to be flat like that. Now you can see his little nose in his mouth. So it's not broken off. But he's very cute if you like the ocean. I think he's probably a sea lion. I forgot the difference. Seals have ears or sea lions don't. I don't know, something like that. But he's going in there for $3. Let me go ahead and duplicate. And it's starting again in case you see something there that you like. All right, Vera, what can I get for you? The green shamrock, you got it. Duplicate and run in again. Let's see. I've got 2 more items to put out, and I'll do a big old scan. The square blue thing. It is a cobalt glass card holder, matchbox, matches. I think it originally was meant to hold a box of cigarettes. It's unmarked, but cobalt glass. You can put trinkets in there, whatever you'd like. I think it originally had a set that you collected, and had the engine and then several different cars. But this is one of them left. I got to put this back up there. I have a Otagiri Japan sake bottle that's going to go in the mix. No sake cups. And then this is the last thing that I have to add to the mix is this cute little guy. I can't believe people don't look at the goose is like, give me those apples. And he's like, no, they're my apples. He's got his little basket. He is made in Japan. So this cute little, I love his little haircut. Japanese figure. All right, let me do a scan before I run. Here we go. This is what we have left. Let me just point out, spoon rest. Those two go together, perfume separate. The fish on the right. The fish, here he is. He's brass. He's meant as an ashtray, but he's a great trinket dish or a spare change dish. Maybe that's what they used it for. He's got a little wear there. He's not marked. He sits flat just like this. I can see people just taking their change, tossing it in there. Or rings. Welcome in, DFAB. I'm just scanning. And then I'll do a little rerun of it. Got some vintage, got some new, but mostly vintage stuff. There's a little sake bottle back there. All right, let's run it. And there it goes. I'm going to grab those Wade's minis here. All right, what can I get for you, Miss Valerie? Okay, sure. It's cute. I just like blue, that cobalt gets me every time. Like I said, I do not let any colored glass go unbought. My husband, when I go shopping, when I go sourcing, my husband says, he has to tell me, all right, honey, find some real pretty colored glass, because if he doesn't tell me that, I'm not going to find any, right? So trust me, if it's colored glass, I'm buying it. All right, let's run again, and then I'm getting these Wade's Whimsies out to add to the mix. And these look like the ocean, the marine theme, except for I do have 2 leprechauns. So if you don't have leprechauns, I do have 2 Wade's mini leprechauns. Hi, Vera. What would you like? Frosted cologne bottle. You got it. There you go. Maybe iRice, I'm not sure. Let me get that for you. Get your name on it. I'm still smelling Elizabeth Taylor's Passion. I must have got it on my hands. Or the bottle. No, the bottle's not even sitting right next to me. Huh. That's Vera. All right, let's duplicate and run again in case there's some other goodies someone's looking at. And then I'll show you some Wades that I have. And these would be $3 starts. Hi, Vera. Again. It's like every time I say your name, it's like, we're just meeting. Hi, Vera. What would you like? You know what? That just popped into my head before you typed that. I bet she wants that other egg. There you go. Now you have the pair. Woohoo. I love cloisonne. That's another thing I almost, without fail, will pick up. I have a couple of vases, but they're not here. I have them in my storefront, or not my storefront, but my. Isn't it, Vic? It does have a little chip on the bottom. It is by Jay Diller, it just has this chip, but it's a nice one. I'm running again. Let me duplicate this, and it's a running. You guys hear me crunching ice? Sorry about that. Okay, so I have the Wade's Leprechaun. So if you have the calendar series and you're missing the Leprechaun, I actually have 2 of them. I have graduate caps and books. I have 3 of those. So if you have a graduate, I have that. I have 4 ship's wheels from the Marine series. Yes. Let me go ahead and put that. I have 2 leprechauns. Hold on just a second. I want to make sure I don't. Okay. And it's running. And I have 1 sea hat, deep sea diver's hat. One, I already said I had that. Oh, guys, we could get into Wade's Whimsies. I have a whole box of them. There you go, Tracy. I'm assuming you want Mr. Leprechaun here. You got him. Here he is. It's all there. No chippy chips. I got to hide him in one of your other things. Let me find a good spot for him. I'm going to put him in the little boot. There he goes. Let me put another leprechaun up there. Let's duplicate and run. Here we go, in case there's something else up there you want. The leprechaun's hard to come by, I think, because I don't think I only had 1 of him before. I had tons, and I've had 2 sales with the Wade's Whimsies, and I still have tons left. I do have a lot of these marine type things. All right, Valerie, what can I get for you? Ship's Will, you got it. This one has a little chip on it, I think. So I'm going to give you one that doesn't look like that. Here you go. This one looks better, okay? This is for Valerie. Oh my goodness. Can't get the tape peeled. Hi, whoever just came in. There we go. I just want to make sure he's so small. I don't want to forget who he belongs to. All righty. Let's duplicate and run again. I'm going to go ahead and scan as it's running. Yes, Vera, I will show you that pink frosted dish. It's very sweet. those bottles all go together in a $3 lot, and those vases do. All right, Valerie, what can I get for you? The diver's mask. You got it. And that was the only one I had. And I should take my other ones out if you guys are interested. I have to get my husband to take it down, though, because I'm not allowed to reach up over my head yet with my surgery. So, and it's duplicated. But before we start that, I had a request to show this pink. So there's the base. It's got some, what do they call that? Grease pen from Goodwill. But it's in great condition, no chipping or flea bites on the base. Here's the lid. Again, no chipping or flea bites. Okay, so that's a little trinket box, a little lidded trinket box. I'm going to move that over so I can set that back. And it's running. I do have another ship's wheel too. I'll put that up. All right. I'm assuming that's what you're going for, Miss Vera. I could be wrong, though. You guys have made me wrong before, but that's okay. I do not pretend to read minds. I'm going to holler at my husband real quick to take the Wade's minis down for you guys so that I can start showing some of those too. Just give me a second, honey. Can you take the Wade's mini box down for me? It's that red one. So just move the yellow one to the left and get me the red box. Thank you. All right, so he's grabbing that for me, and I'll start to put out some Wade's minis in the mix here, guys. I'll put them on the shelf with that one there. All right, let's go ahead and duplicate in case there's something here that you'd like. And if not, then we'll start showing some of these minis for you. Thank you. All right, Tracy, what can I get for you? The ship's wheel again, okay. Well, not again. You had a different one, right? All right. Let me get your name on. And then he took that down, and so I'm going to just start adding some Wade's minis. Your choice, $3 start, okay. All right, let me see. So I have different themes. I have some wildlife, I have circus, I have the marine, I have animals, and then I have calendars. So I'll just start. This one's kind of, and a lot of them are in their original plastic bag. So this is a Mother's Day. So some of the calendar ones, you know, have already passed, but this is a Mother's Day one. I don't think I have one unwrapped, put up on the shelf. Yes, I do. There she is. So if you win the auction for something that's wrapped, I'll give you a wrapped one. So we have Mother's Day. Let's see, here's some more sea ones. I have another sea helmet. This is cute. It's a little sand castle. I'll just put a couple up there and then we'll run it. I have some animals. I have a swordfish. And let's see if I can move some of these aside. Watch out, Mama. There we go. And then this other one I think is a gray whale. Okay, Tracy, I'll pull some calendars too. Okay, let's go ahead and run this in case somebody sees something they're interested in. And then let me get my calendars out. Here they are. I've got some turtles. Oh my goodness, I've got some clowns. I've got jungle animals. All right, Tracy, what can I get for you? Mother's Day, and I'm going to give you one that's wrapped, so I'm going to show it to you, okay? So it's in its original plastic. And we'll leave her up there since she's not wrapped. I'm sure you guys would prefer the wrapped ones anyway. All right, that's going to the side. And animals, okay. So that's running again. Let me see. I have some cute little animals. Let me just pull. I'm going to pull some of this off and start lining some up there. Okay, so let's see, where are my animals? What did I do? I just set them aside. So for animals, these are, I think, woodland animals. I can't put this one up. He's my only one. I think it's an osprey. Okay, so we have an osprey, however you say it, and I have a gray wolf howling. I have some chickens. Let's see what I have. This is from the calendar one. This is a Thanksgiving turkey. So that I can't put up there. I have a duck. And then let's pull some calendar. I have, oh, here's the Thanksgiving turkey. This is what he looks like out of the bag. That's calendar. I have a scarecrow. He's cute. I have Uncle Sam, 4th of July, maybe. I have a snowman. I think that's the only snowman I think I have. So let's go ahead and run. And it's running. Oh no, I do have another snowman. All right, Valerie, what can I get for you? The sandcastle. Let me see. I have one in a bag. So let me show you what's coming in the bag, okay? That's for Valerie. I'll leave that one up there. I have more sandcastles. What did I do with my pen? There it is. And it's running again. What else do I have? All right, Valerie, what's next? Snowman, and I do have one in a bag. I just realized. Let me get them out for you. I do have a couple more snowmen too, people. So here it is in a baggie for you. There we go. All right, here we go again. I'm going to add a couple. I have a tiger. I think this is Circus because he's on a little pedestal. Sorry, I'm not showing him very well. I have a tiger. I have a blue clown who's tipping his hat. Also Circus. And then I have the strong man. It says 1 ton on his barbells though, and he's in like a little leopard print over the shoulder suit. And Collie, hi, what can I get for you? The osprey, sure. And that's my last one, and he's already in a bag. So I will get him for you. Let me do a scan. I have some new people coming in. And I have other things besides Wade's, just in case. And but if you like Wade's, that's fine. I'm just adding them to the mix. So this is kind of what I have. These are $3 starts. Those go together in a lot. The two Toby heads go together in a lot. It's the turkey. And my tape. Those three vases go together. We've got a little money tree back there, little brass trinket dish or ashtray. We've got some Wade's minis in there. Thank you, Collie, for your purchase. Got it all signed with your name on it, ready to go in its own little bag. All right, there's my scan. Let me duplicate. And it's running again. What else can I put out here for you? What can I get for you, Tracy? The snowman. Let me get another one in a bag. Pretty sure I had one more. Come here, Mr. Snowman. Where are you? There he is. All right. So the one that's on the shelf is my last snowman, but Tracy's getting one in a bag, unwrapped. All right. That has your name on it. Duplicate, and it's running again. And while that's running, I have 3 more to add. I have a ram, or I think it's a ram sheep. I have a brown dog. Oops, sorry, let me hold that up a little bit better for you. And then I have a zebra, part of the jungle animals. I have a lot of jungle animals. All right, what can I get for you, Tracy? The sand castle. Let me see, I have another one in a bag. Yep, here it is in a baggie for you with your name. And duplicating, it's running again. Oh, let's see, I have a lot of jungle animals here. What can I get? The tiger. You got it. Let me get your name on it, Collie. I had a collie when I was growing up. Her name was Duchess, and she was the best dog. Haven't had another one since her. But she was very protective of us when we were young kids. Good animals. All right, before I start it, I think this is a leopard or a lion. Female lion. This is a part of the circus line. It's a monkey. This is a rhino. All right, let's run it. Let's see, what else do I have? I have a zebra up. Oh, here's the lion. I took the tiger down, but I do have another tiger. Here's the male lion to go with the female lion. What can I get for you, Tracy? The dog. Good. And I think I have one in a baggie. There he is. And that's Tracy. I'm glad I started with the tape here so I don't get confused. All right, it's running again. What else do I have in here? I have an elephant. What's this guy here? I have an elephant to add also. Trunk down elephant. Hi, Collie. What can I get for you? The dog. I have another one in a baggie. Here you go. Sweet. Like a Labrador, like a chocolate lab or something, huh? And let's duplicate. It's running again. And I think everything I have out there is what I have. Oh, no, there is one more. I had the ram sheep, but I also have the regular sheep too. Put up there with his mate there, his ram. And what can I get for you, Tracy? The ram. I think, let me see if I have him in a baggie. Nope, but I do have another one. Let me just show you so I can keep him up here. Here he is. Come on. Get your name on that. It's running again. I'm gonna get a drink of water again. Oh my goodness. Collie, what can I get for you? The lion, to go with your lioness. There he is. I think that's the only lion I had. And it's running again. Yeah, I still have my turkey up there. Yep, so I have duplicates of a lot of these, but that's the extent of what I have in Wade's figurines. I do have that deep sea helmet. I don't think I put that back up. I do have a deep sea helmet, another one. What can I get for you, Tracy? Strong man. Let me see. I might have. Nope, I don't have him in a baggie, but I do have. This one is lighter. I'll give you a choice. Do you want the lighter one or do you want the darker one? The lighter one. Okay. Want you to get what you want. Yeah, sometimes the glaze just didn't get as dark on some, I guess. But I like it because you can see the details a lot more. All right, and it's running again. And I'm going to do a table scan so people can see what else we have to offer. Hi, PHB. Welcome in. We've added some Wade's Whimsies to the mix here, but we're going to do a table scan in a second so you can kind of see what else we have. What can I get for you, Collie? Lioness. You got it. There she is, lounging away. All right, let me put this to the side and get a table scan going. Here we go. These are what we have. Not the perfume bottle, not the purple perfume bottle back there. But we've got these two go together in one $3 lot. A spoon rest. We've got some glass pumpkins, small glass pumpkins, kitty kitty, little bird vase. The two Toby mugs go together. They're creamers. Got some Wade's Whimsies in there. If you need to see anything closer, just let me know. I can pull it up and show you. All 4 bottles go together in one $3 lot. This is a sugar and a creamer Mexican glass. That lot of 3 little mini vases go together. Money tree, rose quartz and copper. Tulip vase, 3-eyed monster, Jack in the Pulpit vase, some Wade's Whimsies, miscellaneous, another money tree and glass, little toothpick holder or match holder from Boot Hill in Tombstone, Arizona, not too far from me. We were just down there. I love it. Sure, Tracy, let me do that for you. I'll show you the trade so you can see. Let me grab your dog. Okay, so here's your dog with your name on it, and I have a scarecrow in a baggie. Here's the scarecrow. So I'm going to take I think I'm going to take the label off of the dog and put your label onto your scarecrow. Okay, no worries. There you go. All set. Hey, I'm easy. It's better to do it now than have to worry about it later, right? All right, so I just did the scan. Let's run it and see if we have any interest in anything. Yeah, that big tall perfume bottle, I showed it in my, I think on my weekly finds on Monday. It's neodymium. It's pretty nice. You got it, Vera. And this is so bendable, you can make your tree however you'd like it. So let me get your name on that. I love money. I've had so many bonsai trees, money trees. I love them. I love Japanese art, anything Japanese. So let me show you PHB. Okay, they're all up on this, but I'll kind of give you a go through there. See, that's going to go to Vera. Get your name on that. And let's do a quick scan of the Wade's Minis. So down here on the bottom, we have a clown. These are the circus clown and a strong man. I believe this monkey belongs with the circus as well. On the next shelf, I have the ram and the ewe, the boy and the girl sheep. I have a brown Labrador dog. There's a tiger behind him. I have a gray wolf howling, a little duck. From the calendar series, I have the turkey for Thanksgiving and a snowman for winter. The zebra should be down here. Oh, no, the zebra is not the circus. The zebra is just jungle animals. I have that swordfish, graduation hat behind the leprechaun. I have the scarecrow. Then there's Uncle Sam, Mother's Day. Then here I have a yellow sandcastle, a deep sea diver's helmet, a gray whale, and I think that's an elephant. So those are what I have. Oh, and then I have this rhinoceros too. Those are what I have in minis. So let me go ahead and duplicate this, and I'm running it. Okay, so PHB, you have to bid. It's running right now, so go ahead and bid. There you go. And then if you win the auction, then you get to tell me which one you'd like, okay? You're in a good group, because if you want something, then they generally don't bid against you. What would you like? The turkey, right? There you go. I have him in a baggie. Let me show you. I'm sure you'd want the baggie. He's all protected in there instead of just the one that's out in the open. So I'm going to leave this one up here. I'm going to put your name on this one in a baggie, okay? And I'm duplicating, and it's running again. All right, we might be auctioned out. That's okay. I think that's pretty much everything I had to offer today. All right, let me run it one more time. And if I don't have anybody interested, then we will start thinking about seeing who we can rate into. I want to say thank you to all of you that, oh, got somebody in there. PHB still bidding. That's okay. I'm here as long as you need to be. All right, PHB, what would you like? The duck. You got it. I think I have the duck in a baggie. Let me just double check. I do. Here he is. I'll show it to you. Little duck in a baggie. I'm just looking him over real good. Sometimes even in the baggie they can have chips, but he looks fine. Okay, let me get your name on that one. I'll go ahead and duplicate and run again in case there's some other little Wades that you like. Let's see, PHB. Okay. Oh, there is one more, guys. I just noticed him. Hi, Valerie. What would you like? Brown pitcher and bowl. You got it. The little creamer and the sugar. This one's a little lighter, but there you can see they have the same style at the top there. That's adorable. Let me get your name on that. Here we go. We're running. It's glass. You know me. If it's glass, it's going to be a pickup for me. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I have a turtle, guys. I have a little turtle. He snuck up on me. Little turtle. Let me make sure I haven't missed out on anything else here. And Valerie, what can I get for you? The turtle. It's a good thing I showed you in the middle, huh? You're like, wait, I need that one. All right, there he is. I no longer have the turtle. I just found him and now he's gone again. All right, let's duplicate and run again. There it is. It's running again. Just double checking my baggies, making sure that I got everybody here. It looks like I did. What can I get for you, PHB? It's a zebra. I thought it was a horse too, but then somebody pointed out it has stripes on it. Do you see the stripes? But a zebra is a horse too. Is that the one you'd like? Okay. All right. Let me get your name on him. I don't have him in a baggie. Let's go ahead and duplicate, and it's running again. I love the little Wade's Whimsies. They're so much fun. Really? They're fun. I'll tell you a little story as soon as PHB tells me what they'd like. So these came, the girl, okay, she's the Mother's Day calendar figure, but she is a little girl with flowers in her hands. Isn't she sweet? So Wade's Whimsies, there was a special tea that came from England called rose tea, and these were put in the boxes of tea as little gifts. And so that's where the Wade's Whimsies, you can kind of look that up. It's Wade England, says on the back. And that's where they came from. So they are very collectible because they had different series. And so what you'd want to do is buy more tea, right? To get the hoping that you'd get the whole series. So that's where they came from. So a lot of people come in. That's why they were asking for certain, they want to see your calendar series or to try to finish their collection. Yeah, I found a huge lot of them. Like I said, I've had a couple of shows with them. I still have a lot left over. And it was worth it to bring them out and, and let you guys bid on them today. I'm just going to run one more time, guys. Don't worry, no pressure to bid, but before I run, I'm going to do one more table scan. If we don't have anyone interested after 2 scans, then I'm going to raid into, I think they're adorable too. I'll raid into another show. I'm going to take a look at it real quick and see what we have to raid into before I run twice. Let's see, we have Moonchild. We have Estate Sale Jewelry with Sandy. We have Brindy Kimball on. We have Michelle Glowy, Does It Glow. Staley Vintage is doing Shop the Loft. And we've got Junkyard Dog doing weekly finds. So I don't know. Who have I not? I don't have to think. I don't think. I think Staley Vintage, I don't think I have rated into. So let's run it. It's running. If I don't get any interest in 2 runs, then we'll raid into Staley Vintage. I want to say thanks to you guys for joining me today. It was fun. It was a nice couple of hours to spend with my Knickknacks friends. I've started to do this on Saturdays. Just do a pop-up and, let it be whatever it is. And this is the second run we're running right now. And then if we get no interest, then we'll just raid into a friend. Well, thank you, Valerie, for joining me. I hope that you'll follow me because I do have Monday weekly finds at 9. That's usually vintage stuff that I find throughout the week. And then Thursday, I do have a show already put together. It's a Thursday theme show for me is milk glass. So I have a lot of Fenton milk glass. There's some other pieces. Mostly hobnail milk glass, but I have some other painted pieces in there. And you never know, I might pick some stuff up on Sunday and Monday when I'm out shopping and add it to my milk glass collection. So, all right, guys, thanks again. Let me turn this around so you can see my face. Because somebody said the other day, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen what you look like. So I am kind of camera shy. But we'll see you hopefully on Monday for weekly finds. If not, on Thursday, I have my milk glass show. And I hope you'll join me. I'd like to see you in just to hang out. No pressure to buy. I appreciate all of you. Let's go see Staley Vintage, okay? Have a great weekend. Relax, enjoy, stay cool. Bye, guys.